Welcome back to Mango Plays Orwell, Ignorance is Strength. And I am recording this straight after the last one. I am that excited to find out what happens. Literally just stuck my head in front of a fan for 10 minutes because it's baking hot here. And then just cracking on. Falling back into old habits, are we? The artists trying to shift the attention to Blaine and Cassart meeting. It's a one-of-a-kind opportunity for him to back up his conspiracy theory. Reports say there are already people gathering in front of the presidential palace, where the two are meeting, attempting to stall the talks in the name of the people's voice. We cannot let this claim go unchecked, or the situation there might escalate. Not on our watch. If he's into conspiracies and hidden agendas, how about us playing the same game? I'm certain you can get me enough information to let me construct our own little conspiracy theory. Keep in mind we have to hit the Rabanvart hard this time. Very hard. We must break his follower base. Okay. I have a feeling this is going to be about him not being the hero and his brother was the hero? Maybe? Ilya's timeline. Okay, so yeah, this is something for Ilya. I was surprised I couldn't put it in last time. Okay, here we go. One related document found. Ooh! In what kind of trouble? I don't know. Let's see. E-ticket wallet. One adult, ticket type, one way, Bonton Trans-Regional. So he's going on his own. Okay, let's pop that in then. Ilya is making a run for it, it seems. Who can blame him? Why, we could, of course. Maybe he's considering staying in if the news would turn out to be against his liking. What? Okay. That made no sense to me. Never mind. Right, reader. Initiative Save Parges. We are the Pargesian people. Our government is corrupt. The Cassart regime was never interested in protecting the freedom of the Pargesian people. More and more opponents of our government have been arrested, and we have to stop watching and start acting. The Pargesian people will no longer sit and watch their country being taken away from them. We have to start resistance against Demjan Cassart and his authoritarian administration. Since the forces of true Parges have been getting more and more violent and inciting unrest and bloody protests, we would like to address them personally in an open letter. Dear members of the FTP, oh no, the TP something or other. We are all Pargesians. We all love Parges. We all want change and freedom for our country and citizens. We have the same goals and the same dreams, so why are we fighting? Cassart and the corrupt government are laughing up their sleeves at us not being able to form a stable resistance against them. Please let us stand as together in unity and resist the government peacefully. We organised a new collection of signatures from the Pargesian people in order to request a new referendum against our current government administration. For the pen is mightier than the sword, and violent wars will only be left with losers on both sides. We urge you to stand beside us, not against us. So that was in 2005. Unfortunately, we've lost many members to the newly formed forces of true Parges, who have been increasingly criticising our way of resistance against Cassart and his regime. We ask you to bear with us, and please do not let such quarrels tear us apart. We are only strong if we stick together and act as a group, and will not be able to cause true change if we let our differences divide us. We are all Pargesians, and we all have the same goals. Let us remain peaceful, bold and strong. There have been many internal discussions lately about how to handle future protests and what alternative means we have to voice our dissatisfaction with the current government and their actions. We'd like to emphasize that the initiative Save Parges is and will remain peaceful. Some of you are very discontent with how we have been handling protests. and say that collecting signatures is not enough to fight a corrupt regime. We do not want to get involved in illegal activities and believe that our voices are our strongest weapons. Is this maybe done by their parents? Because you remember, like, the people's voice, it's called The Voice, you know? That seems like a theme. In our first meeting, we decided to arrange a peaceful protest march against the newly installed president, Demjan Kassad. He is not our president and was not elected democratically. We demand new elections. Please join us on February 15th, 2004 in Trilith. Starting point will be King Miron's statue and we'll march down Trilith Avenue up to Lake Pontykim. Apologies if I'm pronouncing these words completely wrong. Oh! Since the government has recently been actively trying to silence supporters of the initiative Save Barges and tried to draw connections between us and violent crimes, we've switched to a closed message board that only members with special login data can view. Please contact Anastasia Vard, S's mum, if you would like to receive access to our messaging board. Welcome Captain Ilya Janeway, please enter your password here. Can I add this? Is it this? It was. Oh, okay. Thread family communication. Only visible for the following members: Milovan Vart, Anastasia Vart, Raban Vart, and Captain Ilya Janeway. So Milovan is his father, Anastasia is his mother. Who's this person? Unless this person is... Oh, it's Ilya, of course. It's because he likes Captain Janeway. Ah, it all makes sense. I like Captain Janeway too. So, from the mum, dear family, your father and I decided to use this digital message board for our family communication, since we do not believe our telephone is safe anymore. More and more members of our community have been disappearing recently. We need to be as cautious as possible. Please use this message board. Ugh. Can't say my S's. As a primary channel from now on, especially if you mention other family members or places where we meet. This is an old abandoned board of an initiative we took part in some time ago. Should be secure and unknown to authorities. Holy moly, I didn't expect that, Mum. You two were revolutionaries? You never mentioned a thing. Quite bad, yeah, but do you think it's necessary to be this cautious? There's Mum again. Please, Ilya, this was a peaceful resistance movement, not that revolutionary. Your father thinks it's safer to communicate here, as they might wiretap our phone. What is up with that stupid pseudonym of yours, by the way? Is that one of you use in those chatter rooms all day? It's called a chat room, Mother. Please just do a favour and stick to this message board, Ilya, and for God's sake, please pick a secure password you can remember. Ron, we'd like to invite you over for Uncle Simon's birthday next week. It would be great if you could join us. Literally, that's why I chose the password. Very well, I'll join you in the evening after rugby. By the way, Uncle Simmons wanted to invite Oleg Bouquet. Just because his family lives next door doesn't mean we have to show hospitality to followers of the Kassad regime. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to pop that in there. Seems they once were literally closer than we thought. Archive later. Seems that investigate you're paired with got the Bonton bombings perpetrator. I'm impressed. Okay, yeah, the Bonton bombing suspect shot on the run. That still breaks my heart. You're right, honey. We cannot afford to be careless here. I would talk Simos out of it. Mum, Dad, Oleg is a good man. Raban here. The world is not simply black and white. He may be a soldier in the army, but he wouldn't in dangerous. I think you should come. It's a shame Kassar has managed to drive a wedge between people in our community. Sorry, son, I just don't think it's a good idea, especially not putting him next to my elderly brother, who talks very bluntly about hating Kassar and his followers. The K has always been overly patriotic. The police are already beginning these Gestapo-style observations, and it's scaring the hell out of me. But maybe you're right, we should give him a chance. Raban used to be so much nicer. Okay, I want to continue with the message board and then we'll listen him. Just got a note. I don't want a stupid war. Only visible for the following members, so all of them. I just got a note telling me to report for duty by next week. I was drafted. Ooh, that's interesting. What's she going to say about it? The army of Parches forcibly recruited a lot of men into their ranks when the conflict with the FTP erupted anew. Seems Ilya has been no exception to it. Oh, we've got more stuff. They're coming to take me in if I don't report in. What am I going to do? I do not want to join this goddamn war and this horrible army. Please don't panic, Ilya. We're going to take care of this. There must be something we can do. Ruban, you know Oleg Bouquet. Well, is there a chance? You know him well. Is there a chance you can talk to him about it? I heard he's in charge of the unit stationed here. Can he help Ilya to get out of this? I will see what I can do. Try not to worry too much, Ilya. I'm going to talk to Oleg and get you exempted from service. It might cost me a few favors and take some time, but I'll get you out, I promise. He's a reasonable man, but first I need you to go report in anyway. Don't give them a reason to arrest you. That will only make things much harder. Yes, okay, thank you. Ooh, we're probably going to put that in. We're being evil. Check out messages ASAP. Okay, so this is from Ilya. Mum and Dad are gone. They took them. They sent soldiers to our home. It was so horrible. They started hitting Dad and yelled that this was his punishment. Mum tried to fight them off and then they started hitting her too. These bastards, they just took him away. And now they're gone, Ruban. What should we do? You have to help us. Ruban, please check your goddamn messages for fuck's sake. Oh, is this why Ruban's... Oh. This is why Ruban... Oh. It's really horrible. It is. Then again, it's punishment for what? Maybe they deserved it after all. Not to be beaten like that, you horrible lady. Okay, failed in his attempt to escape military service, followed by punishment. What? 1st Infantry Division Prava. He was in the same division as Oleg. Ooh, maybe there is a conspiracy here. What one did I miss? Oh, due to a revolutionary, so it was pointless. This one here. Okay, Insider. What's she done now? Trash? Nope. Report on your patient number. Oh. Nina. Nina was the person that was shot. Dear Mrs. Devane Bart, it's been brought to my attention that your patient number NA32694 has been involved in a criminal case. Unfortunately, she has been shot on the run, and the case is now being investigated thoroughly. As you know, a situation like this requires a report by the therapeutic counsellor who treated her. We therefore kindly ask you to hand in your report on Mrs. Matanova by the end of the day. Please be informed that this report is highly important for the case and will be used in court. The Rehab Council is obliged to inform you that all of your statements have to be as accurate as possible, and that you are obliged to answer all questions you may be asked in court truthfully. Oh. Okay. That's... Okay. Oh, I don't know. I want to listen to the phone call before I put that in. Oh. There's a phone call. Know that I stand with you. Oh, this is from David Johns. Ruban, I could not help but notice that you seem under a lot of fire from all sides most recently. Even some of your most trusted followers are turning their backs on you, but not me. You've been through some dark times before, as you have trusted me with. Remember how I told you that Karen's mother, Elizabeth Levine, opposed your marriage and tried everything to prevent it? But she broke contact with her and married you anyway. I'll see what I can uncover to aid you. You will hear back from me soon. Interesting. Wrong profile. Okay, there we go. So she is the daughter of Elizabeth Levine. Against this backdrop is quite remarkable. Karen professionally counsels refugees. Who's Elizabeth Levine? Have I missed something? I mean, it has been ages, like a couple of months since I started this game, so I'm not surprised. Okay, so there's a call to Ilya. Let's listen to it.
Hello?
Hey.
Karen, I didn't expect you to call. How did things go between you and Ruban?
Let's not talk about that. Instead, let's talk about this thing that has been spreading through the grapevine.
Thing? What thing?
Oh, you know, that you're headed out of Bonton to start anew, accompanied by your sister-in-law. The quote-unquote love of your life in defiance of your tyrannic brother. You know, that thing.
Oh, listen,
Wow, Karen.
I don't know how that got...
How the hell is that little tidbit supposed to calm things down between Ruban and I? Also, when were you planning to abscond with me, huh? Why would you write those things? You know how easy comments are thrown about online.
Karen, listen, I was tired of the secrecy. Sure, it might have been arrogant assuming you would leave with me, but I just couldn't hide how I feel about you. I want this to be real between us. And we sure as hell can't make a real attempt in this town. Not now. Not after everything that has happened.
Then why wouldn't you tell me? Why spread it online? Now, the worst thing is, despite everything, I'm almost flattered. I can't believe you've put me in this situation, but thinking about it, I can't just leave my patients behind. I need to take care of them. As for Ruban, well, I need to take care of him too.
Karen, please. You can't seriously consider going back to Ruban after this. Come with me, please.
Part of me wants to, but I just can't. I have a patient list a mile long, all of whom need me. Especially that veteran. I can't just leave her behind when she seems to be regressing.
What do I have to do to convince you? Name it. I will do it. I will.
I fear there is nothing you can do.
I see. Then please understand that I cannot wait for you. I leave for Dewhurst this evening.
I understand.
If you change your mind, well, let me know. I'll pay for your ticket.
Got it. Ilya?
Yeah?
I'll miss you. Take care.
You too. Goodbye, Karen.
Bye.
Whoa, bitch. Oh dear. Okay, let's have a look. Elizabeth Levine for mayor. I stand for the nation's values. Okay, exclusive interview. Endorsed by Catherine Delacroix. The party supports Karen Levine's work directly via state funding. Okay, let's read this. We're proud to announce that our campaign has been endorsed by Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix. She's our ultimate boss, so Amper Ford's boss. In a statement, Delacroix said, "My parents were from Hillbury and it is the city I grew up in. They would appreciate Elizabeth Levine's work very much and the values for which she stands." Delacroix further announced that she will support Elizabeth's campaign with funding and marketing. The party stands by the Levine family. We are particularly proud of Maxwell Levine's efforts as a lawyer in Hillbury, as well as Karen Levine's great endeavours as a psychological counsellor. The party supports Karen Levine's work directly via state funding. Elizabeth, her husband Mike, and her two beautiful children are a true treasure for this town and the whole nation, added Delacroix. Alright. Ha! I bet Raban has no idea about Karen's entanglements with the party. Nor has anyone of his followers. Some of the English in this is really poor. We should let them know, maybe, but we need a little more backing if we truly are trying to put the blame on Karen here. Although, to be fair, my reading of their English is pretty poor too. Archive later, I'm reading stuff. It's getting all busy and interesting. Elizabeth Lewine to run for mayor this fall. Okay, issues? Anything in here? No. Just normal malarkey. Son Maxwell Levine, who is a well-known lawyer in Hillbury. Okay, yep. Okay, news. What was in here? This one? My daughter Karen is a kind-hearted person. In any case, you can rest assured that my daughter Karen stands firmly behind me, as does my whole family. Okay, what's the conflict again? Okay, ooh. So, does your daughter specialise in refugee counselling? She's also engaged to none other than Ruban Vart, who's the author of a blog that's highly critical of the government. For sure, you must be aware of that. These are nothing but vile rumours, pitiful lies, I assure you, simply made up to question my credibility. Most likely by the very same person you just called out. You said it yourself, Ruban Vart is critical of the nation and its government, and he won't stop at any falsehood. Did you know this impertinent person invited soldiers into a school? Into a school? Which then was attacked because of his actions. I bet this is news to you, Jeffrey. Yes, I've done my research. Have you done yours? My daughter is doing no such thing as marrying him. No such thing. Ooh. What did you do, Ruban? One related document found. Ooh. By that, Bart may have drawn fire directly to the school. Why would he consider such a thing? How mindless can you get? He deserves to go down, and so he will, by our hand. Okay, yeah. We will get there. I'm gonna pop this one in, because I'm being evil. Ha! I certainly didn't expect them to be that close, to be honest. Good for us. Together with that financial support from the party, this should look all kinds of fishy, especially to Ruban himself. Here, consider this one yourself. Yes. Good, we have a narrative again. We cannot spread it yet, though. Not before Ruban publishes his article. Keep searching around. I will. I have loads to look at. We still have a phone call to reread. Headlines. This is about the person that we shot. Oh, sad. Protect. The Pargesian army will protect Bravo's secondary. It's been done in light of the conflict but brewing with the FTP. I've managed to make a deal with Oleg Bouquet, whose unit from the Pargesian army will protect our school. I assure you that your children will be safe. I hope this helps convince you not to take your children out of the school. Sounds a bit drastic. The National Army seems to have this situation under control. I appreciate the effort, Principal Bart, but I am not convinced that having a unit of Pargesian soldiers around the school is a good idea. You sure this won't draw more attention to the school? I assure you it'll be fine, Jelena. I would never do anything to endanger my pupils. They are as safe as they can be at my school. Thank you, Mr. Vart. Oh, it's the mayor. I appreciate your efforts to keep Bravo Secondary safe. It seems silly to bring a unit in, Ruban, but that's what you did. So this is why Oleg and Ruban met at the school. He had some kind of protection deal going on. Sounds extremely dumb to me. This may prove to be very valuable indeed. The only thing missing is a questionable reason for Ruban having chosen to do it. Indeed. Okay. Anything else in here? I don't think so. Not yet. Anyway, I reckon we're gonna have to search some stuff again. Listener? Ooh, another call with Karen.
Karen, it changed your mind?
Ilya, I screwed up.
What?
Hey, what's wrong?
Read the news?
Nope, I've been actively avoiding it.
They got the person behind the bombings. It was Nina. My patient Nina.
Oh no, that's terrible. I'm so sorry.
I fucked up, Ilya. Fucked it all up.
That's not true. How were you to know?
I did. I couldn't save her. I knew something wasn't right with Nina, and I didn't tell anyone. And then she turns out to be behind the bombings. Because I thought I could help her solve her issues on my own. Now, all those people, it's all my fault.
Listen, you did what you thought was right. You can't predict that someone will just snap like that. You're not responsible for anything your patients choose to do. Just like you aren't responsible for Raban's actions.
That's not all. I got an email from my employer. They're questioning me. I need to write a statement.
Screw them! Let's get you out of here. For real this time. You need to take care of yourself for once.
Maybe you're right.
There's still time to come with me.
Okay. Okay, I'm coming.
Great! I'm gonna buy you a ticket.
I'll meet you at the central station. The train to Dewhurst, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Need to pack a few things first.
Wait, what about Raban?
I'll say I need to fetch some things from the office.
Good. Be careful though.
I will. See you there.
Yeah, see you there, Karen. Don't worry. Everything will be just fine. I promise.
Ah, seriously, Karen, just break up with him properly. Woman up and break up with him properly. Oof. I don't like it. I don't like it. They're making a run for it together? Sweet. Too bad it's nothing we can efficiently spread at this point. But it's definitely something that Raban isn't exactly going to like. Oh dear, we're just destroying him slowly. Hey, ticket wallet. Yep, okay. Let's update this. Tum-de-tum. Let me make an educated guess who that second ticket is for. Karen and Ilya are about to leave together. Raban will be entirely on his own. That may be good, but also limiting for us. Yeah, they're not wrong. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, I can search? No. Okay. I don't want to join this stupid war. Oh, I haven't put that one in. Yes, because I was holding off because I wanted to listen. Here we go. Ah, this may well be the true reason Raban made that protection deal with Oleg, don't you think? Whether true or not, we could let everyone know. So we got Traitor Wife, how Karen, wife of Raban Bart, secretly works for the party and gets financed by them in return. Or former Principal Raban Bart sheltered Pargesian army in a deal to get his brother Ilya exempted from service before the building got attacked. I don't know which one to choose. Okay, I'll pop that in just for completionist's sake, I guess. I don't think it's relevant, but maybe the game will think it's relevant. They weren't members of the FTP, were they? The barn openly criticizes Kassar all the time. I doubt we can gain any benefit from knowing his parents may have done the same thing. Yeah, exactly. But why can I not see the conflict? Do I want to put in that he failed? Or that he succeeded and bragged about it? I don't know. Oh, that was in her PC, wasn't it? Yeah, this one. It's offline. Can't get to it. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so that's why I couldn't see the conflict. Boom. He got punished. And his parents were kidnapped as a punishment. Poor Ilya, to live with such a burden. There's a powerful narrative in that. Ruban published his article, "Time to Strike Back has come." You can go on searching for more material to create narratives from, though. Please take your time. When ready, strike Ruban Bart as hard as you can. We need to make this count. Alright, I'll have a look back through this in a second. Wow, we're not making a dent. Every time we come back, he's back at the same level. Traitor wife, have Karen wife, yep. Lousy deal. Coward brother, learn how Ilya Vart got his parents punished for his own cowardice, and his brother Ruban covered for him. No. I don't like that one. No pending article. Okay, and there we go. So, new one. Them two kissing. Please excuse my cat. Just wants a little bit of attention, don't you? Yeah, a bit of an ear scritch. Right, now, please stop meowing. The media are trying to distract you from the truth, blaming conspiring against you. Yeah, so I do like his imagery that he's been using on his press. Okay, anything else that's new? No. Nothing in listener, nothing in insider, so literally it's just these three. I'm gonna go with this one. Because we've attacked the wife a few times. And whilst I think that would hurt him more personally, I think this one will hurt him more publicly. Let's see how it goes. So he's at 428,000. Oh. Okay, stuff's happening. Ooh, more. Achievement unlocked, connected. Wonder what that is. Connect two loose ends. Ooh. Am I going to finally know about the daughter? It's all spread and done. The fact that Ruban made the deal to help his brother decrease the impact our narrative had. Okay. Good work, but not good enough. Ruban is still around and he still has a loyal follower base. So what absurdities does he dare to claim this time? Okay. So, yeah, that didn't work as well as we wanted. Okay. Current whereabouts. Okay. Don't know why that's of use. Desktop. What's new then? E-ticket? No. Dunno. That one's confusing to me. Why is it saying the desktop's new? Desktop's there. Like, it's always been there. Okay. Reader. Draft. Okay, you sold the Prava secondary shelter to the Parisian army. How could you do such a thing? You endangered the lives of those kids. Lousy deal. Don't you see how they're manipulating you? This is nothing but a lie spread by the government to bring me down. Yeah, I appreciate your loyalty, but I will not let you insult my brother. Wow, he's becoming more and more lucid with his responses to people, which is interesting. The government kills. The national government ordered the shelling of Prava Secondary. Ooh, they killed those students, not me. No, not Ilya. We want Raban. He is blaming the nation for its own fault, our own army attacking a school. We're the peacekeepers. It's high time to turn things around. This has to end now. We cannot let these preposterous lies stand. We will destroy Rabanbart. You will. Now. Give me something that shows beyond any doubt the nation isn't the one to blame here. Okay, here we go. Know that I stand with you. David, your loyalty to me is beyond limits. You've been with me from the start. The people's voice would not nearly have become what it is had you not been there. You're more than a fan, you're a true friend. But it's all going down. Not even Ilya is by my side any longer. He has made mistakes, yes, but he has been subject of so much hate today. I cannot even say where it is all coming from. I'm tired. I've been writing furiously all day to this point. And look where it got me. Nowhere. Everything around me is falling apart. I have no one left. Even my followers are turning their backs on me. It's over. It has to end. I want it to end. Thank you for standing with me. Aww. That's quite sweet. No, we hate Raban. He's evil. David Johns again. You had mentioned him before. Regardless, it doesn't matter what role had with the People's Voice. What matters is only the destruction of Raban. Okay, where are we going? I can't believe you probably... Yeah, so... I remember reading this. I don't remember him saying that... Ilya lied, though. I wanted to cheer you up. You've been so stressed and sad lately, and since you helped me get out of the Progesian army, I wanted to do something for you, too. I just thought this story might bring you some well-deserved praise, especially with all the controversy that was thrown our way because of the refugee camp articles. You straight up lying to make me feel better will not change this. We are the guardians of the truth. The truth hurts. I am not a hero. I don't see what the big deal is. People need to relate to you, understand that you're not just another lunatic mouthpiece. I see that you have compassion, that you have experienced the atrocities firsthand that we write about every day. That's right, I lived them, not you. Seriously, Ilya, I can't believe you would do this to me. Now everyone in this camp is looking at me like I was some kind of martyr. I even got fan mail already by a guy named David Johns, who called himself a huge fan of mine. I don't want that kind of attention. I don't want fans. I just want to move on and forget this whole thing ever happened. I feel like I'm saying the obvious, but you just take it down if it bothers you so much. No, it's garnered too many hits. It's been passed around across the nation, spreading like a cancer. It was supposed to be a surprise and morale boost. Don't think you could get what you've done. Okay, okay, that one. Interesting. Despite all this, he's profited a great deal from being considered a hero. He has a bit. Raban Vart is a sad joke, bereft of moral standards, and he is going down. Okay. And then... Ilya? Wait, what exactly did Ilya lie about regarding his brother? There we go. David Johns, not your friend. Raban, it's a lie. It's all a lie. I'm not your friend. I've never been. I can't fully explain it at this time. I've only been here recently. I've just been informed that you're about to claim the nation bombed your school. You have no idea how right you are. I realize this may be my last chance at getting out of this mess. So I got my hands on some internal documents for you. What really happened at Bravo's secondary is all in there. I'll try to get you more. Keep an eye on new Percolates documents. Now I must keep my head down and they'll come for me. Hit them as hard as you can. I'm confused. Why is it saying not your friend? What? How does... Shh. How does she? How does this person leak confidential information to Ravan Bart? This is very troubling news. I'm not aware of any one of our own people with this name, though. I'll turn this David Johns into a target person you may want to investigate if you so desire. Remember that, though, that Ravan Bart remains the primary target. Get us something to obliterate him with. Oh, that's getting interesting. Okay, so we're now allowed to investigate David Johns. Right. Operation Calvary. This document describes an incident in which the National Army bombarded a Pargesian school. Okay. On December 6, 2010, National troops started shelling the school, leaving it completely destroyed. Afterwards, the ruins were searched by military with the help of civilians looking for their children. Soldiers Oleg Bakay and Alexander Petrovkiv were the only survivors on the side of the Pargesian army and were secured from the shelter. There was only one known civilian survivor whom the Pargesian soldiers had managed to save, who was still seriously injured. The school's principal, Ravan Bart, had been found wounded and retrieved from the ruins. Who is this other civilian then? When encountered by civilians, Ravan Bart was met with extreme aversion and had to be protected from them by the army. The report reveals that the order to open fire had been given by a supreme command within the government of the nation, who stated that the school was occupied by terrorist group forces of true Parges. This turned out to be untrue, since there were only civilians and Pargesian army soldiers on site. This shelling was a serious violation of international law and human rights by the Army of Nation. Okay. Right, let's load these up then. That is how he ended up with us, yes. Oh, so Ravan was the only civilian that survived, okay. Ravan Bart, the only civilian? I don't see any hint to his students there. I thought he had rescued a lot of his students. No, he didn't, because he wasn't a hero. Here comes his article. We must end this. Get me a narrative. He gained quite a bit of followers, but where was I? Insider? What is this desktop new stuff about? Oh, I was here, wasn't I? Let's pop that in. I want to investigate David. Proud of people. What did he do to deserve that? What happened there? I don't know. I'm trying to find out. Oh, here we go. My child died in the school bombing. My child died in the school bombing on Monday. I can barely type this message as my hands shake as I try to comprehend that my little girl is gone. I haven't slept and my stomach is retching as I try to process my grief. Oh. So Elliot responded. I just want to find the ones responsible for the attack, look them in the eye and make them know just a fraction of the pain that I'm feeling now. I need to know what happened. I also need to know why it happened. Also, how is it that Ravan Bart was the only survivor? Can someone please explain that to me? Because right now I'm having a real hard time working that one out. Dearest music, I understand your feelings, your outrage, and I cannot emphasize enough how sorry I am for your loss. I am answering on account of my brother, who is still hospitalized and in shock about what has happened. Please take into account that he tried everything in his power to protect all pupils of Bravo Secondary. Nonetheless, he can't help but blame himself for what has happened and feels the utmost sympathy for each and everyone who's lost a child or other family member in the bombings. It was not his fault the FTP attacked the school. Okay. I did not lose any family members in the bombing. I have to agree with the people here. You have no right to come here and defend Ravan when he, a principal, and therefore the head of the school, called the armed forces to our school. Have you no shame? Do you have an idea of what he's done? Here's the list of the published of people who... Here's the list they published of people who died that day. The majority of human pupils aged 11 to 15. Okay. Let's have a quick nose. Oleg's daughter, Radka Bouquet. Oh. Then he's a dick. Not Oleg. Raban. Because didn't Raban accuse Oleg of being the person who did this because his daughter wasn't in school? Oh my god. I'm gonna take you down, Raban. Gonna take you down. This man, this fraud, to claim he saved the students despite... We should have known. We should have known a long time ago. Well, we should have. This is what Ilya must have lied about for him. All these lies make me sick. But there is a silver lining. This is all we need. No need to construct a narrative. This itself will be his undoing. Bring him down. Bring him down. Yep, I will. I still want to investigate David, though. Didn't murder your children, the government did. My brother's done nothing wrong. This is why Raban ran. You should both leave the country and never come back. We just might. Thank you for nothing, citizens of Prava. So you run because of this, and the reason Oleg turned against Prava even, is because the army killed his daughter. Okay, that's get rid of that because that's annoying. Home. We know this. So yes, I was invited, but this fact was taken entirely out of context in order to fabricate a new story aiming to destroy me. The only reason I hired the Pargesian army was to protect Prava's secondary. You don't believe me that the national government are preposterous liars? Here's another truth for you. My school was not bombed by troops of the Pargesian army at all. The national government... Oh, excuse me. The national government ordered the shelling of Prava's secondary and blamed Pargesian soldiers because they wanted to prove to the media that were needed in Parges to protect the Pargesian people. Instead, they destroyed everything I loved in my own hometown. This is what your government does to the innocent, to the weak. This is why I shall now call them national murderers. Okay, what else we got in here? Ooh, what's this? Hello! We're fighting the fake news? Ah ha ha ha! David Johns! Okay, let's have a look. Let's dump that in. Somehow I get the feeling this might not be our guy. What does she know? She hinted that David Johns was a she. What kind of odd call sign is that? That's not one of our agents, is it? I don't know. You tell me. I tell you about my new job, but then I'd have to make you disappear. Investigator, I like that title. Never really understood the appeal of the band The Targets. The Targets! Oh, that was in the first game, I'm sure of it. Okay, Percolates. Can't get to anything then. Nope. Message board threads? Nope, that won't be have anything. Neither with that. Neither with Karen's. What about this? Okay. It's worth a go. I'm gonna search for him on everything. No, not Raban. David Johns! Nope. Okay. Records of attendance. David Johns. Faculty. So yeah, all of those people died. Okay, no. The national government. Oh, yes, call sign. Forgot about this. Nope. Nope, nope. There we go. Oh my word. Redacted, 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 redacted. Influencer persona. And then... So she knew that... Oh. 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 Oh, you've got to be kidding me, right? Except, of course, you're not. No, I'm not. It is one of our own people then. Unfortunately, as an influencer persona, I'm afraid David Johns isn't simply one person. Those personas are controlled by different real persons in our services. Even I cannot tell you who is controlling them at this time. You must help find the traitor behind David Johns. Give me their real name. Okay, I'll give it a go. I wonder if I'm going to run out of time in the day. I've been thinking. Now get me their identity so I can find them and make sure they don't undermine our work any longer. Okay, here we go. Keep hands off. Okay, I always start in the trash. Let's start in the trash. Disappear. Investigator, we know you've been blabbering about your new job controlling David Johns and the others, despite us telling you explicitly not to do so. You believe us to be a joking, be advised we are not. In fact, we can easily make you disappear, as you put it, or other people. Meanwhile, we are keeping a protective eye on your father. You may thank us later. Time to start taking this job opportunity we gave you very seriously. Don't mess up. Okay, system. He looked up Nina Matonova and Juliet and Abraham. So he searched up the previous group of people that we investigated. Funny cats must watch. I like it. Concerned one's profile. I remember that, but I don't fully remember it. Hey, Dad. Hey, Iris, what's wrong? What's up? How are you, Dad? Is everything fine? Sure. Billy has been a bit annoying recently, but you know what he's like. Continuously trying to find a way into that old closet because he knows exactly where the beef jerky is. That dog really manages to drive me incredibly insane sometimes. But when he lies beside me on the couch in the evenings, I just can't help but not be mad at him. At least he keeps me company. Look, Dad, I just wanted you to promise me that you'll always be very careful. Look after yourself and Billy. Sweetie, you've been behaving a bit strange lately. Is anything wrong? I'm not as good as your mum used to be at these things, but you know I'm always here for you. Yes, I know. We'd love for you to come and visit us again soon, you know. Yes, I know that too. I'm sorry, Dad, I won't be able to do that right now. I'm super swamped with work. You busy, bee? I understand. I'll visit you as soon as possible, though, I promise. After all, I can't let Billy eat all the beef jerky. Aha, you're just like your mum, Iris Young. Talk to you soon, Dad. Why would you say full name? That seems weird. Have a good night, sweetie. Okay, keep hands off about my new job. This document is encrypted. I could tell you, but you will need to make this encryption. Did that work? Okay. Let's try the people's voice, I guess. Okay. I don't know how to find out. That's annoying me. Okay, reader. I can't just throw in a name without knowing. Can I? I had a thought that potentially young Comet Iris would be one of the persons that's killed. It wasn't the case. Oh. See, I don't want to pull this in because there's a conflict with an unknown data chunk. I cannot find that unknown data chunk, but love nor money. Okay, let's pop this in then. Mainly because it's annoying me. And he's gone. Ilya is out of the equation, though I'm not sure whether that will make our life easier or harder. Still says that that's an issue. What am I missing on this? Ah. So it's safe to assume the two have left Bonton together then, I presume, which means Bart is on his own now. Good. Yay, that stopped being thingy for me. So the only thing I got left is this, but I don't have the conflict, so I'm going to use the influencer. Because I don't want to put... I am interested, but... So, let's see how this goes. We are working late tonight. Oh, we're getting the beeps. Yes, yeah, it's gonna hit him hard, I think. I am curious as to if you can replay it and manage to keep Ilya still in the picture, so he's not on his own when this breaks. Oh my god! Take a look at Blabber, you need to see this. Whoa. Well, he lost a lot there. Okay, reader. Blabber? I knew it was from the start, wasn't it? This ignorant, miserable bunch, okay? There's still far too many people standing by the people's voice. We have failed. This is it. We failed. Plain and simple. Our efforts are for naught. The riots before the presidential palace rage on unchecked. All we can do is hope for... What? Robin Vart started an announcement? I fear for the worst. This is the end, Agent. Alright. Seems a bit excessive. This is my last announcement. Thank you to those of my readers who stuck with me.
My dear followers, those of you who still
Oh my
remain,
god.
the story that
What the
has
fuck is
finally
going on?
been spread by the despicable government mouthpiece. It is true. All of it. I never saved those children. Because I was too afraid. Because I ran for my life, eager of saving it before theirs. Here I now am. Alive. And they aren't. I had so long forgotten about it. And now it's shaking me to my core. I believed that if I only tried hard enough, I could change things. That I could make things better for my people at home in Parges. I believed I could fight against the corrupt, evil, rotten politicians longing for power at the people's expense. I believed I could free my home country from these parasites and go back home. If only I twisted words long enough. We all need a reliable base on which our world is based. Our truth. This was mine. But now I realize that I've been living a lie. Not only a lie that made you believe in me, but a lie that allowed me to forget who I actually was. A far too comfortable lie. Only one thing is worse. Knowing that even as I speak, you all continue. Carry on, fight on with all your fury, perpetuating that very lie endlessly. Creating new truths based on fake claims put out there ages ago. What will become of this world when everybody has their own truth? What will be real, dependable? Everything will be nothing. Truth is dead. And I killed it that very day I was too afraid to speak up and correct the mistake. But no longer. This story has to end on my terms.
No.
There's hardly anything more concrete than a bullet. It creates a tangible, uncomfortable fact. The very thing needed for a resurrection of truth.
Oh, 2 achievements unlocked. One called Delivered and one called Synthesis. Okay. Game. Okay, so this appears to be the end then. So I guess I should have just put in that conflicted bit of information about who his mum was. David John's mum. Seems like potentially we missed a part of the story there, which is a shame. I liked the creepy effect of it zooming in. That was cool. I don't know if my choices meant that I got this ending, and if there is potential different endings. I'm very disappointed in this ending. The first Orwell game, which I played off camera on my own, thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely worth picking up, guys. The ending creeped me out so much. Like, I actually, like, no microphone, nothing. I wasn't talking. It wasn't like I was verbalizing my thoughts or anything. I was just happily playing along, and there was me screaming and swearing, and I actually physically recoiled from my scream, because the part of the ending freaked me out that badly. Amazing concept, and I loved it. So I was kind of expecting something a bit more like that, because it was very fourth wall breaking, fourth whatever it is, and I was expecting that to happen again. So a little bit disappointed it didn't. That's my own fault for putting that expectation on this game. What did I think of the ending? I think it's very sad that we perpetrated all of those things. I love these types of games because of the social commentary. I think it's very powerful and something definitely in this day and age we should be very aware of, about how our comments online affect people. And you know how easy it is just to throw out a meaningless comment to somebody, and it not be meaningless anymore because it takes on a power of its own. And that's something that these types of games, or this game particularly, did quite well, especially with the social influencer, and they were pretty heavy-handed with that. They didn't hold back. They, you know, at one point called it fake news. You know, he touched on it about how people's truth, and that's the thing. This sometimes happens, and I've been known to do it myself in the past, where you believe someone's opinion as fact. You take their opinion as fact because you don't understand the full situation. And that's something that, you know, we all need to learn. Personally, is my opinion, we all need to learn to research these things that are given to us as facts. These small snippets of news or information that are given to us, and we just take that as fact and you know, sally forth with it. It could very well either already been used in a very negative way by an organization, a corporation, etc., to create something to take somebody down, or it could do in the future, and that's something that I applaud this developer for attempting to highlight. Let's quickly just have a quick look at the achievements I just earned. Synthesis complete April 15th. And informed yourself well. So it was so close. I only got 8 out of 19 achievements. There is a bunch of stuff that I didn't get. So that would be interesting at some point to replay myself, and maybe I'll get a different story. But guys, I do hope you enjoyed. A little bit longer episode, but it's the final. Let me know what you thought, what you think about these types of games, what you think maybe they could have done to maybe have a bigger impact, because I don't think the suicide has as much impact as they were hoping for. It didn't for me anyway, because most of the game, Raban was so unlikable. Not that I think that people unlikable should commit suicide, but I didn't empathize with him. I didn't relate to him as a human, so it was just a gunshot noise basically being used. So it didn't. I don't think it had as much impact as what they wanted for me, anyway. So yeah, let me know what you guys think they could have done better, or am I being too harsh? Let me know down below. Well guys, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.